My newlywed wife cheated on me, and I'm beyond hurt. Don't know what flair to put because I honestly never thought I'd have to post here. I'm male, 22 years old, and my wife is female, 21 years old. We got married young because we both agreed there was no reason to wait, and we wanted to spend our lives together. We have only been married 2 months. For reference, we work at the same job. I close and she usually opens. But we have 2 days a week off together. Last night, I noticed she seemed upset. She was guilty about something, and I had to coax out of her what happened. A guy she had slept with regularly before we started dating was about to move away from our city. He invited her out to lunch one last time, and she made it seem like he was one of her first friends when she moved here. So I didn't think anything of it and told her to be safe. I went in to close that Monday, and she got off work and had a smoothie with him. Apparently, he offered her to come up to his apt one last time for the memories. They ended up making out and having sex. She said he initiated it in the following encounters. She never mentioned this mistake. And then while I closed again, Tuesday she went back to his place, and they did it again. Everything, a second time. Again, she did not tell me this. Wednesday. Friday, we work opposite shifts, but have Thursdays off to hang out. She never once mentions the lunch she had, and I had to ask her about it to find anything out. She lied and said they just had smoothies and talked for 2.5 hours. Saturday, while I'm closing once again, she went back to his apt, a third time, and she cheated again. This day was terrible for me at work, and I texted her telling her I needed a hug when I got home. Unbeknownst to me, she was just sucking another man's penis. Not but 4 hours before. In the few hours, we spoke about what she did. She said she didn't believe it was a mistake. She felt guilt, but not regret. And then said if he never moved away, she would have done this even more, and had never planned on telling me about it. She said so much more, and even listed reasons why she thinks the sex with him is better than with me, and even deleted chats she had with him when I left the room for a moment. I caught her as she was closing Snapchat. She claimed she loved him through our whole relationship, and even asked me about my thoughts for an open marriage, which is something we both discussed and agreed we'd never do if we got married. On her phone was text to her cousin about, "Look how cute this man is. I'm literally rethinking my marriage over him." And searches for, "Why do I want a divorce after 2 months?" She had even looked into jobs and apps in the town this guy moved to. She had a whole exit planned out after 2 months. Why did she even marry me? Update 1. First of all, thank you to all the comments. I am overwhelmed by the support, and I want to let everyone know I have already moved out. The app we had was hers. I'm looking into an annulment and have already removed her influence on me. When I moved out, I took most of my belongings with me. My brother, who still lives in the city and works for a moving company, will get the larger items. I think I do see the mistake in marrying so young now, of course. Hindsight is 2020, but this event has caught everyone around us off guard. I have a therapist I'm talking to, and surrounded by people who love me. I know I will make it through this. Thank you, everyone. Update 2. She could see on my face when I was packing what my decision was. But I told her to give me 72 hours to process and give her a final answer. I haven't changed my mind from a divorce. She did mention if I left, she'd go move in with her dad for a time. Again, she had every option planned out. She didn't seem very concerned. She cried and said she was sorry, which I didn't believe. She had already told herself that if I found out about this, I would leave, and that was true. Because we both agreed when we got married that this would be the only reason for divorce. And I think her plan was to move with me in app. She had asked me about what I thought about the location he moved to about a week prior. I'm sure she would have taken us both there and then asked about what I thought about an open marriage. She said she had loved both of us, the entire relationship, and because her and I separated twice while dating. First time was for 2 days. The second time was for 2 weeks. Both times, I came back to her. This will not be a case here. She said she remembered those times she felt hurt, and that was reason enough to return to her app. She told her mom what happened, and I also talked with her mother. Her entire family is on my side and very angry with her. This was unexpected from all sides. Honest to God, I'm not sure if he'll even take her. He only ever wanted a situationship. He just enjoyed the sex. The writing was on the walls. She had a body count of 33 before we met, which I never held against her. But it kind of makes sense why she so easily did what she did. She only ever wanted casual sex and deluded herself, and me, into thinking she did want something more. I'm no angel. I've a body size is the best treatment for anxiety, depression, and trauma-induced stress. This story is over. What do you think about the story? What's your tips? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any similar experiences or stories to share, we'd love to hear them. That's all for today's story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the intriguing world of human experiences.